Obtaining a gun permit can be a complex process, and experiences vary widely. While some individuals encounter no difficulties, others face significant hurdles even in states with relatively lenient gun laws. Several factors can influence the outcome of a gun permit application. Firstly, a lack of adequate training or insufficient experience with firearms can lead to denial. Authorities often require proof of competency and safe handling skills before issuing a permit. This may involve completing certified firearm safety courses and demonstrating proficiency in operating the specific type of firearm for which the permit is sought. Secondly, a criminal record is a major impediment to obtaining a gun permit. Convictions for felonies or certain misdemeanors, particularly those involving violence or firearms, typically disqualify an applicant. The specific types of offenses that trigger denial vary depending on state and federal laws, but any history of criminal activity raises concerns about public safety and responsible gun ownership. Thirdly, a history of mental illness can also result in the denial of a gun permit. This is due to concerns about the potential for self-harm or harm to others. Mental health evaluations and records may be reviewed to assess an applicant's stability and suitability for owning a firearm. It is important to note that not all mental health conditions automatically disqualify an applicant. The focus is generally on conditions that involve a risk of violence or impaired judgment. Additionally, age restrictions are in place for gun ownership and permit eligibility. Federal law generally requires individuals to be at least 21 years old to purchase a handgun from a licensed dealer. State laws may vary regarding the minimum age for owning rifles and shotguns. Younger applicants may face additional scrutiny or be required to obtain parental consent. The application process itself can be intricate and require meticulous attention to detail. Errors or omissions in the application can lead to delays or denials. It is crucial to carefully review all instructions and provide accurate and complete information. Furthermore, background checks are conducted to verify an applicant's eligibility. These checks involve searching criminal databases, mental health records, and other relevant sources to identify any disqualifying factors. The thoroughness and efficiency of background checks can vary depending on the jurisdiction. If you encounter difficulties obtaining a gun permit, seeking legal assistance from a lawyer specializing in gun rights is highly recommended. A qualified attorney can provide guidance on your rights, assess the specific reasons for denial, and help navigate the appeals process if necessary. They can also represent you in court if you believe your application was unfairly denied. The lawyer can firstly explain the applicable federal, state, and local laws pertaining to gun ownership and permits, ensuring you understand your rights and obligations. Secondly, review your application and supporting documents to identify any potential weaknesses or inconsistencies. Thirdly, assist in gathering additional evidence or documentation to strengthen your case. Fourthly, represent you in communications with law enforcement agencies or permit authorities. Fifthly, file appeals or lawsuits on your behalf if your application is denied. Sixthly, provide expert legal advice and representation throughout the entire process. It is important to remember that gun laws are subject to change and interpretations can vary. Staying informed about the latest developments and seeking professional legal advice is essential for responsible gun ownership and ensuring your rights are protected.